Zach Lomax with the honour of kicking things off here at Amy Park. Sunday afternoon footy underway, and Stefano bringing it back with purpose. And look at that welcoming committee.
Parramatta, he's actually been pretty impressive in the trials.
King again, centre field into Parramatta territory. 78th game for the Storm. He played that many for Newcastle before that. He had doubled the number of wins as a Melbourne player than he did in Knights colours. Moves it on here. Quick hands from Pappenhausen. Nice move from Nick Meaney. Took some stopping from Hopgood. Another Jack Williams defending on the left edge. Gets involved in back-to-back tackles. This the former Shark. And now Pappenhausen with the footwork. Oh, Pappenhausen delightful. And that's a try. Knocked down by Parramatta. And Pappy pounces.
Yeah, it's play on. And key players for the Melbourne Storm getting the football in their hands. And Ryan Pappenhausen.
Just a little too wide off the ruck. And with that wicked step that he's got and the speed, he was always going to be hard to stop from there.
The new kicking tee in 2025. Nailed them in the pre-game, and he nails this one too.
We're looking to go back-to-back here.
They just do everything so quickly. It's a different speed. You watch all the games over the weekend, even the teams that have won games. But Melbourne Storm do everything quicker than anyone.
This Hughes. Dynamic step keeps it alive for the Aero, backing up. And that lock roll, and they're already 20 metres out off the back of the piggyback, earned by the captain, Grant. Munster change of direction for Howarth this time. He was out the other side, but no one looming in support for any offload. Munster again. Oh! A front rower goes over untouched. The deception of Munster sets up Josh King, and he's into double figures now in his career for tries.
It's one of my favourite plays. Attacking to an edge and then coming back and have players in motion back at the post. Play, Billy. Isuzu D-Max replay.
Yeah, it was King who actually gave Munster the ball in the play before.
They are an impressive outfit to start this game.
13 minutes in, and it is now 12-0 to the Storm. Parramatta didn't buy it. Hughes tries to crash over, spits it out the back, and Parramatta dive on the footy.
Well,
it's Geimer.
He has to owe him money, something.
Kick out in the full from the Eels. Great field position again for the Storm as Munster turns Howarth back underneath. There is Anderson, ready and waiting for the pass from Howarth. Quick play the ball as well for the Aero to find Hughes. Meaney one-on-one. And Penasini deals with that assignment. Chance to swing it from one side to the other here. Hughes goes flat for Anderson. Oh, McDonald rather. Alec McDonald. Grant for Munster to hang it up. Lost in the sun, and Coates! Oh, he pulled off the try of the year last year at Amy Park, and this one's pretty handy as well. How did he do that?
Well, that's called playing to your strengths. You just watch the Parramatta winger here. He can't get back and move onto the ball. He's going backwards. Xavier Coates, he's got all the momentum.
Tonga also looking directly into the sun there. Coates had a different kind of angle as he was tracking the ball in flight. That was handy for the X-Man, but what a try-scoring record he has at this venue. Just saw 30 tries in 28 games here, and not many better than that in the headgear.
Yeah, he had a big choice to make. He had a really big choice to make between cricket and rugby league. We always thought he'd play cricket. That was kind of where we thought he was heading, but he loves the game so much. The one thing these days, you can't do both.
An Australian schoolboy too, Gus.
Very talented boy.
Oh, had the arm free for the offload. No one loomed on his left shoulder. And let Howarth know about it after the play the ball as well. Munster for Katoa. Straightens things up the back rower. Oh, it's oh so easy for Melbourne, but he can't find the support runner. And he didn't need to. Slipped out of the tackle. And Eli Katoa runs 40 metres for another try for Melbourne.
was Will Penasini that slipped off the tackle. Ali Katoa, he could reach out. Attacks the defensive line. Isuzu D-Max replay. Just drifts across field. Mesmerising with the football. And Ali Katoa. When you're speaking about athletes, he is a genuine athlete. A little bit of ball movement and then some great footwork. And when Penasini slipped off that tackle at the end, he could reach out. The Melbourne Storm, they're in again.
Well, their whole defensive line was jagged. Brown went up in front of the men inside him. The men outside him stayed back. Brown got wrong-footed. The big forward just brushed past him. Then into the backfield. Had he passed, I think it's a try under the post.
Rights this time. Yes. Makes it 22 points to nil. Tough afternoon so far for Parramatta. Can they force an error out of Melbourne in their own end as King brings it back this time?
Parramatta need to completely ignore the scoreboard and the clock, for that matter. They need to ignore the scoreboard and go play by play. Stay in the moment, keep talking to each other. Just try and win little battles. Win a tackle, win a run, win a kick chase, win a fight for possession. Little victories all the way through. Stop worrying about the big scoreboard, because the big scoreboard's in their head at the moment.
Still two more plays left in this set as Munster goes to Pappenhausen, throws the dummy and space opens up, links with Howarth. Jack Howarth down the sideline, hopeful ball, finds the mark off a Parramatta hand. Coates gets on the end of it. This is awesome footy. They are standing at Amy Park for their Melbourne Storm.
Well, I reckon this is the third or fourth time in this half of football that Melbourne Storm have worked the play to the right side of the field. They just don't look like containing this defence. Isuzu D-Max replay, and he's just into a yawning hole there, Pappenhausen, because the defence, they're not working together as a unit. A little bit of speculation here, and it's a little bit of luck with it, but when you're brave and you're hard at the ball, you're going to get the luck go your way. Pappenhausen too quick out on the edge, and then from there it's just, look at these athletes. Have a look at them. Gee whiz.
He's taken a bit of time, Jack Howarth, but he's really come on. Last year was an exceptional season, a breakout season for him. And Ryan Pappenhausen, you've got to marvel at the performance he's putting in this afternoon. As you mentioned, Speedy, he's big enough for one.
I always thought he was an edge forward.
Might wind up there one day. As Meany adds two more. Find a gap out there. Lomax leading this kick chase. Going to weave his way through traffic. Pappenhausen just breezes past another opponent. Uses the flyer on the left wing.
Yeah, always thinking about his footy, Ryan Pappenhausen. And could have easily just taken the tackle there and got onto the set. Always looking for space and opportunity.
He grew up in Parramatta territory. Get a look in at the Eels. Look at Melbourne. Oh, beautiful hands again. Meany strolls through. This time the support inside, and the captain joins the party with a four-pointer. Harry Grant. 8 in 6 against Parramatta for him.
Yeah, just looked a little bit too easy, didn't it? Nick Meany creating the line break. Isuzu D-Max replay, just getting from the left-hand side to the right. And he throws the final pass. Meany hits the hole. And then Harry Grant, he's just pushing through the middle. And he's like, I want to try too. All supporting up the middle. Look at him screaming for the ball. The captain, he gets a full-pointer.
We mightn't have enough numbers on the scoreboard here to keep up. Gee whiz. It's highly impressive, but it's also on the other side of the coin. The other team has just been completely blown away. I watched them come up to kick off for the last restart, and they came up like Brown's cows. Not Dylan Brown's cows, a bloke called Farmer Brown had cows.
Forward look for Nick Meaney going through his routine. 34-0 now. Smith sends it that way. Voltman goes back to Hopgood. Which way now for the young dummy half? Smith goes right again. Voltman throwing the dummy. Ronnie taken down in almost the same spot. Pass hits the deck. Who wants it? Intercept. Meaney. He'll take some catching. He's got support from Warbrick. Here comes Russell from the clouds. Chasing down Meaney. He'll run away from him and score another one. He made a mistake about a minute ago. That's all forgotten.
Well, they've had enough trouble with the Melbourne Storm passing the ball amongst themselves. I looked at it. Isuzu D-Max replay. It's disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the pass was disappointing, but then the reaction of the yellow jerseys was equally disappointing, if not more. Everyone just looked at the ball. The only person that didn't look at the ball was Nick Meaney. Just watch all the yellow jerseys just stop, look at the ball. Nick Meaney attacked it. That's a story of the game. One team's just watching, the other team's attacking it.
The ball just sits a little higher this year on the tee. And he's hitting them pretty well. Smith down the short side, not too many teammates going with him. They're set on the left-hand side, ready to put on a play that they've worked on throughout the pre-season. The halves combined again. Iongi, no look for Lomax, who's popped up on the left. And Russell had nowhere to go. Back to Penasini. He played all of his career so far at right centre, but switches to the left this year to accommodate Lomax at right centre. Brown to kick wide. Tungall to rise! And Parramatta have their moment in the first half. Jake Tungall.
Well, there you go. Set with all the six agains, and at the end of it, a crossfield kick. A little bit of laziness there from the Melbourne players. There were plenty there, but no one really contested the ball. And Tungall came in aggressively, gets the leap, and gets the Eels on the board. Ruan?
Yeah, Gus, I think that's a much better reaction out of the Eels. From the error off the kickoff, they did really well to just push up. They had, as you said, multiple six again, set restarts throughout those tackles. But the fact that they actually reacted and got themselves in a position to score points. And off the boot, I thought the kick...
So Lomax, even if Mitch Moses was playing today, he would have been the first choice kicker, Lomax. And that's why. Drills it. Pappenhausen makes it 4 or 5 on this side. Beautifully designed, and Pappy scores! That is deadly. Parramatta never saw it coming, but I reckon Gus Gould did.
Well, the defence is defeated. The chief playmakers at worst. Isuzu D-Max replay to the speedster, Pappenhausen. Away he goes.
He started the try scoring with the first this afternoon, and he finishes off this first half a romp. 44 points to 6, kick to come.
Well, it's over 50 points in 40 minutes of football. Incredible Sunday afternoon here. 44 to 6. It'll be 46 to 6 when he kicks this.
Goal kicking became serious when he was at the Bulldogs, and Darryl Halligan was there and doing a really nice job with the boot this afternoon. And upset with the 6 again call. Brown trying to set up a play on the left. Receives from Voltman. Iongi throws the intercept. Here's the chance for Warbrick in game number 50. Riley Smith is chasing. He's out of his league, you'd reckon, against Warbrick. Lomax chases in vain. And it's a try in game number 50 for the Kiwi.
second try of the afternoon against the run of play. And there was one in the first half where a Parramatta ball hit the ground. Will Warbrick, a great read by the rugby convert. And Isaiah Yongi, he's got that in his game. He's got a nice pass to the winger. Isuzu D-Max replay, and we see Will Warbrick run the distance here. He goes the length. That's against the run of play.
Yeah, when it's not your day, it's not your day, is it? The Melbourne Storm, who have been a little lethargic since the halftime break. A little bit of a spark here for nothing. Warbrick just up in the line, watching the ball. Thrown straight to him.
I'm sure that's a bit of preparation as well. Isaiah Yongi, he threw a couple of nice passes in.
Kanita takes some stopping with the bumper bars up there. Law seeing his fair share of footy out on that left edge. Former Tiger. Lepu was placed on report earlier in this half. Hopefully not too much to worry about for him for a high shot. Back to Blore. Gets the arm around the corner. That went backwards and then off the back of Lomax, so it's okay. And Howarth positioning Coates. Didn't pass. Still going Howarth. Here comes Hughes alongside him. He'll use the halfback instead. And look at the reception for the Storm fans. They are being royally entertained on a Sunday afternoon.
You just see, more predominantly on his right foot, but this time he uses his left. Ball goes around the back from Blore. Isuzu D-Max replay. There's the first left foot step. Just a little dummy. Yongi puts him in two minds. Left foot, and then sets up his halfback, Jerome Hughes, pushing through the middle of the field. And the Melbourne Storm, they seem to be finding space wherever they go at the moment. This was around the corner. It comes off Lomax and then goes forward. That's deemed to go backwards off the hand. And then Jack Howarth, he goes to work. Down to you, Root.
Yeah, Bill, I really love just the way Harry Grant jumps out and takes on that short side. He takes it on just enough. He engages the right defenders, but what happens is when he jumps out, everybody's pushing up with him. And there was not much doing there, but just the fact that he tries to get the arm free and around the corner, the fact his support runners are actually with him is what makes this try. And I agree with you, Howarth, he is having an absolute ripper of a game today. I love watching him move. And of course, Jerome Hughes, who else, pushing up through the middle in support.
And Nick Meaney. A straightforward look. The margin is out to 50. He opened the batting for Australia's under-16s a few years back and was in Dubai. Almost peeled off a ton in that game. So had some talent. Bat in hand. There's the other first gamer, setting them up to Avadi to play it and gets a set restart. And on the ball, said the referee. Yongi gives it to Penasini this time, and Will Penasini is over. He wasn't happy when Yongi threw the intercept earlier in this half. That's why Penasini wants early ball.
Yeah, he's a strong ball runner. This time just given a little bit of room by the Melbourne Storm defence. Isuzu D-Max replay. Not much on for him, but he just powers his way through one tackle and then muscles his way to the end goal.
Lomax, beautiful goal kicking.
What is it, 10-6?
Yeah.
All right, well, they're in the game.
No Bryce Cartwright in this team. He wasn't selected. He was available. Changing of the guard going on at Parramatta under Jason Rolls. There's Dury. 15th game as an Eel after 18 for the Dogs. Volkman finds his halves partner. Yongi slices through and Warbrick trying to hold him up. Referee says it's a try to the fullback on his Parramatta debut.
Yeah, they've had limited opportunities, but every time they've gone left with a little bit of ball movement, they've found cover up a few times, but now they've conceded 2 down that corridor. Isuzu D-Max replay, Billy.
Yeah, he's had a decent game, this young man.
Lomax with a chance to put Parramatta in front in the second half. Make it 12 points to 10 to the Eels since the break. The round 1 specialists have done it again. 23 wins in a row in the opening round of an NRL season for the Melbourne Storm. They are ready to go again. The runners-up in 2024, hunting Premiership glory in 2025.